So, situation, if you open your maps, you can see over to the west, there's a lot of markers. I'll go ahead and explain them. So, if you look at Callista, which is to the far west, you'll see there's ANP positions to the north and west of it. This city's been under ANP control. All the major cities have been the entire time we've been in the region, but they've been kind of islands amongst a lot of territory that could be possibly enemy, possibly empty. Like, it's been kind of sporadic enemy contact throughout some of the small villages. Some of the smaller villages will more aligned with Taliban, or their local tribal groups are more aligned with Taliban, or they might be more aligned with government forces. It's been kind of a mismatch between them all. But these islands of green zones, like Bahija to the north, Dilshad in the center, and then here, Airport South, and eventually we took back Jabriya in the first week or so of arrival in this AO. These islands, we've been trying to connect them for the past little while, and there's been battle plans for reconnecting Callista as well. They haven't really been implemented yet. But there's been plans to implement those in the past, or in the next couple of weeks, but it looks like the timetable is going to be stepped up. Been known enemy presence in the villages that you see marked with the exclamation marks for quite some time, especially to the northeast of Callista. Permanent fields, as well as like Afaf, etc. These were areas that were going to be cleared over the next couple of weeks. It looks like tomorrow they're going to be stepping up timetables to start moving in there tomorrow with MARSOC and ANA. But right now we kind of have a bit more of an emergency situation. Callista, that island, has been attacked by Taliban elements to the north as well as the east. We believe them to be Red Group. So the element that we've been hunting in this AO for the past month or so, we've run into them a couple of times. Ended up losing 5 operators in one instance. Another instance, another HPT grab went a bit awry a while back, and a few operators were moderately wounded. They've been being treated, so they've been kind of a thorn in our side. We tried to kick or throw stones at the Hornets' nest the past few weeks, and we kind of got the Hornets out, and they've kind of stung us. But they're really pushed into this Callista. Reports have been in the past hour, so it happened about an hour ago. There's still sporadic fighting in the streets of Callista. A large number of enemy vehicles have come from the east. ANP have abandoned a lot of their positions in town and have pulled back. You can see these lines to the north and the west, and the positions are marked. ANA reinforcements have arrived from off-map to the west as well, so they've kind of cut off the northern route as well as the west, and are slowly trying to push back into town. So they're assuming the enemy's going to be heading east. Right now, they know that there's like a structure that they've been keeping, our AMP compound I'm circling right now. A lot of equipment has been stored there. There's a lot of ANA equipment there too, because there's a lot of ANA patrols around here. And that seems like that has been Red Group's target. Red Group, they're seen as like the special forces of the Taliban, but they're more used as shock troops or for raids kind of like this. They've stolen equipment before in this type of MO. We're assuming that they're trying to capture a large number of, or significant amount of equipment from ANA AMP for follow-on operations. So possible clothing, NVGs, weapons. They've been using ANA AMP clothing to disguise themselves and attack checkpoints or attack civilians. So it's pretty important that this equipment's either recovered or destroyed before they can get it out of here. Preferably recovered, just because of the amount of how dire some of the equipment situations have been with ANA AMP. A second, someone must have been seen. Okay, so we're assuming they're going to be trying to push out to the east. There hasn't really been much movement tracking from the UAV. We've been tracking them close to that structure, and it looks like they are trying to load vehicles. They've captured a blue Ural. They have a few armed pickup trucks as well. ANA-AMP are slowly trying to push back in. But we've been called up, whoever I could grab around this base. Obviously, it's going to be a mixed element of Delta as well as RC, and the OGA element, the advisor, is going to be moving in with you as well as an extra rifle. 160 sword is going to be providing support. 24th SCS CCT. Your tasking is going to be to insert to the east. Trying to avoid those known enemy positions with the exclamation mark, so it's going to have to be a low flight through friendly territory. Probably, I would say, I'm just going to draw in black, kind of a rough pattern, then you can probably put a nicer one. These are all, like, probably through that way, and then down into these mountain ranges. Looking around there, there's a lot of, like, bowls you could probably set up in. Kind of like around there might be a good area, or circled in black, and then move it on foot. We have to determine where they're going to be heading with those weapons. Judging from UAV sweeps, we see enemy presence in Benaz as well as Faria to the southeast, Farhana, I mean. It's an area we cleared weeks ago, and A&A patrols have been around, but they've abandoned these southern villages, so it looks like Taliban's kind of filtered back in and retaken some of them. So your job once you get on the ground is to kind of set up an ambush at that wider section or close to it. There's probably some better areas to set up north where I'm putting here. There's like some good areas, kind of a funnel to put them in, the same with the one in the south. But when you get on the ground, I would have like the RC and maybe CCTs kind of, or the CCT maybe set up a bit closer to town so they can have eyes on the vehicles as they come out and determine which way they're going to be going. Then maybe have either air try to cut them off and have Delta kind of at a position in between so they can move to both, or maybe, because there's not very many of you, but we're assuming they're going to be sending out, as they're pushing back, there might be some scouts. There had been noted presence of motorcycles around. The Red Group had sent in a few people on motorcycles ahead of their force to kind of scout out routes. We're assuming that they're going to be heading back as a messenger, so that might give you a clue of which direction they're going to be going. We're kind of leaning more towards it. We don't really have any solid human or signet, but more towards them heading north to Benaz. So I would kind of lean heavier towards that and be in a position to move and attack it from there. You could possibly mine those positions, so like even if you get caught in between the two, they might hit some mines and slow them down so you can approach them, and also have air cut them off. I'll leave it up to the element leaders to figure out what's going to happen. Since you're moving as a mixed element, I'm going to put my guys RC under Delta's command for this, defer them to you as extra manpower, as well as the CIA. DoD advisor is going to be with us. CCT will be with you as well. So one way you could use them, you could have RC and the CCT kind of like a bit further out to provide eyes and have like the rest of your guys set up for the ambush. One suggestion, but I'll leave it up to you. That's pretty much it. I got Hollingsworth should be in a bit. He's just downloading the last mod. He might be in time while you guys are still curing out or getting ready to load, but if not, I'll send him in afterwards. Are there any questions before we go?
Yeah, I got one.
Yep.
Is SOAR going to, as soon as I see that the enemy, you call it a supply convoy, is that what they're trying to move through? The roads in Callista? With that being said, will they take them out directly, like as soon as they see it, they're going to ID it and then engage with CAS, or are they going to just feed us, position information and then depend on us to ambush on the ground? Like, who's taking initiative is what I'm asking.
I would prefer that it be the ground because we want to try and recover the equipment if possible, because just the low funding for ANA, as well as it's a lot of primo gear that's being taken. So if it has to come to it, it'll have to be destroyed, but we would rather see if we can resecure that Ural.
Okay.
So ANA, as they push from Callista, can resecure it and bring it back into the town. You won't have to drive it or anything. It will just be once it's secured, ANA will move up to resecure it. And then we're probably, depending on which town it was going towards, we're going to get you to follow up on it and kind of raid that town for any intel or any other equipment they would have there, kind of get an idea of what enemy strength is in the region. Because like I said, the assault's going to be stepping up to tomorrow, like the MARSOC and ANA. And DevGru is going to be here tomorrow as well. They're going to be assaulting up north, where I'm just kind of circling black right now, tomorrow, so we're going to probably push you on a target to, we're going to probably push you up northwards after the convoy's been taken out, depending on which route it takes.
Alright, roger that.
Anyone else have anything?
Yeah, how many,
I do.
How many shooters? Sorry, how many shooters being transported?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
All right, I recommend 2 little birds. That way we can tuck into those mountain passes there, and make less noise on the way in.
You should have 3 times air crew, so 2 you can run the transports, and then probably have 1 gunbird as escort, possibly.
Cool.
There's no refuel capabilities at Dilshed, so you'll have to come back here. Other than that, it should be fine. If you need to come back and get gunbirds, I'm assuming you're going to have mostly gunbirds up. Any emergency extracts, we'll just use the emergency bench on them, but I'm not expecting any HVTs in the area. We're not expecting any people to be picked up. Once they're on the ground, we'll figure out what's going on. It's just going to be probably a follow-on tasking, but they'll have to move on foot anyway.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyone else have anything?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
You said secure, but can we shoot out the tires?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
A&A is going to be moving up with their own vehicles, so they can probably offload some of the equipment into theirs.
Sure.
So, like, if you have to disable the engine block or the wheels or anything like that, that's a fair game. Yeah. We're just trying to maintain the equipment in the back as much as possible, or as much of it as possible anyway. But if it absolutely needs to be destroyed, like if there's no other option, then we'll just take the loss, or the losses of that equipment. We just don't want it to be in Red Group's hands, especially after the last few attacks we've had from them.
Will SOAR be able to do essentially an orbit on, essentially overwatch on these roads? That marker there?
Can do.
Yeah, that way you can tell us what road they're coming down, then we can essentially move our force in a better position to compensate for where the convoy is coming from. Unless convoy is coming from both towns of Claire, or both sides of the road, or is it just going to be coming up one road?
We're assuming it's going to be coming directly out of Callista and then eastward down that, either one of those arrows. We're not really sure if they're going to be peeling south or north at this point.
Okay.
They can escape to the north, like their positions up, like up the northern road, because A&A has them blocked off, and obviously the west is towards another A&A position, so it's mostly, we're assuming they're going to be pushing east.
Is it possible that they can split up at the what's it called, splitting?
Intersection?
Oh, the one, yeah.
Intersection, yeah.
Judging from the UAV feed, like what we'd seen, they're only using 1 Ural truck, like 1 blue truck, so that's the one we're going to, wherever that one goes is going to be our target to intercept. Any other vehicles are fair game to destroy. So any technicals that we know, they have some armed technicals in the town. Anything like that is clear to be taken out.
Okay.
Okay, so
What if
blue
they have
Ural's
two
the target.
Urals?
Yeah. Sorry, what was your question now?
And what if they have 2 Urals?
We don't think they will, because
Okay.
judging from UAV feeds, we only see 1 that they're loading right now, and then only 1 in their possession right now.
Alright.
Is this on the roll?
If we see any other vehicles, we'll just we'll adjust on the fly, depending on what we see. But that's going to be primary target to intercept and try to resecure equipment.
Okay.
We're ready.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Alright, so I'll put everyone under you for now. Hollingsworth will be on as well. He'll be an extra member for you to control. We'll teleport him in after. But other than that, once you guys are equipped, we can head out to the flight line and get going.
Cool. Hey, Hazard, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Patterson?
Good deal. Let's head out here and we'll brief real quick and we'll pre-flight.
These are my shooters.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Good.
Alright, I just want to make it clear real quick. I know there's a bad taste
See where
in Delta
CJ
right
is.
now.
Hey, Siege.
Hey.
The old CO,
So it sounds like on the insert, two MH6s and an attack bird, right? That's what you does
Yeah,
it seem
that
like?
sounds like a call.
Just wanna put that out there.
Okay. CJ, what's your pleasure?
My CCT's at technical
MH6.
coordinates information
Cool.
first.
Hazard, you feel comfortable running an MH6? I mean, it's an easy one.
Obviously, we'll add
Yeah,
Aussie
definitely.
Chevy.
All right, cool. So you and CJ can form up for the insert. I wrote the route out on the map. You probably already saw that.
On
Yeah, the purple one.
Yep, and so we're using runway 18 as the active, so we'll be landing and taking off to the south. Now, the one thing we do, I don't know, I'm sure everyone has their own frequencies that they run. In the aircraft, we run 50.1 as pilot comms.
Yep.
And then we have 6.2 as JTAC, so that's our connection to the ground. So you can set one up as an alternate frequency or however you want to do it.
Okay, that sounds good.
And then if we have a lot of aircraft, we have 50 on the walkie for air traffic control when we're in proximity to the airfield. But right now, I don't think we should need it.
Okay, so don't worry about ATC callouts.
Not right now. We'll just call our positions. You know, just like if it's an uncontrolled field, we'll think about it like that.
Okay.
And I don't know anything about that approach to the LZ that you guys have any concerns about or you want to change.
That's really my whole deal. I can
No, not for me.
I think it's hard to tell until we're up there, but like just looking at it, it looks like the best way around all those exclamation points.
Yep. And as we get in there, if you guys want to fly nap of the earth to get in there, that's fine. We'll do that. So I'll cover you guys all the way in, and then once you guys drop them off, I'll go into a high orbit.
Okay.
And then if you guys want to come back and grab gunship or whatever you think we might need, you know. Looks like it's a small piece of airspace, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta have a plan for what we're gonna do once we drop them off. What do you want to do?
Normally we head back to the field.
Yeah.
And gas up the birds, and then grab maybe a second gunship.
Okay.
And if you guys want to run together and have one person run the flare pod as extra surveillance, that'd be probably a good idea.
Yeah, that would.
So, cool. I'm gonna go gun up my bird and
Okay.
do all the stuff. Let's kill bad guys. Doing bad things to bad people. Whoops. I always forget this. Hey Swanson, radio check 6-2 if you're on.
Gotcha on 6-2, Patterson.
Engine check. Alright, Viking 1's going to the pad to reconfigure.
This is Lightning 2, sending in a frequency 6-2. Over.
Gotcha, Lightning.
Stalker 1, Lightning 2, we advise I will be embedded in a mixed element. 1 fire, 5 over.
Roger that.
Radio check 50.
Gotcha.
I didn't tell him to put his short range to 50, my bad.
Oh yeah, I mentioned it. I didn't necessarily say to do it, but alright, I'm all configured. I'm gonna come back to the pad.
Me too, I'm just gonna be right back real quick.
Uh-oh, he disconnected. Reconnect.
He's coming back.
I'm good to go.
Same here.
I finally realized that I had my analog, I don't have track hour, but I have these analog view buttons that will zoom in or move my head forward and back in the cockpit. And I didn't realize it, but I wasn't getting enough range because I had that dual axis bug.
Oh wow.
So I finally figured that out, and so now I can move more freely and change my view and shit.
Oh, that's nice.
Stalker 1, Lightning 2, message.
Go for Stalker 1.
Stalker 2,
Okay,
Lightning 2, message.
What's my call sign gonna be?
Go for Stalker 2.
I'm Hazard. I'm back in the server.
Stalker 2, be advised, mixed element, good flight line. Over.
Copy.
Will my call sign just be Stalker 2?
Well, actually, CJ is Stalker 2. If you'd like to be another Stalker call sign like 3, that'd be fine. Or if you're just used to Hazard.
Oh, well, Patterson is in. Hey, Pat.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, where's the other transport bird?
Over to my right.
Just in front. In front.
That's funny. They should look for the helicopters with pilots in them. Everyone aboard?
Yep, all in.
Alright, Spool. We're going to taxi to our left up the ramp and then Alpha to Alpha 1 and do a runway departure.
This is Stalker 2 signing on frequency 50.1. How copy?
Yeah, you're good. We're just going to do a very slow taxi up the ramp here. I'll lead it off. Lifting.
Actually, Stalker 2 lifting.
Yeah, Hazard, if you just want to use your normal name for your call sign, that's fine.
Okay, Stalker 1, I'm gonna form up on you.
Holding short.
Moving on to taxiway. I'm behind you, one.
Let's kick it. Full power. All right, I'm going to do a right bank. Try to level off around 1,000. Turning.
How far are you planning on flying the flight plan, or are you going up to IP Alpha?
I'm just going to follow the line in. That's my thought, just to make sure we have a safe ingress.
That's what I thought, but definitely wanted to check.
Yeah, and I'm also concerned about making too much noise and being heard down south.
Right.
Alright, we're in bad guy territory. I'm gonna go contour. One click. I'm gonna overfly. You guys do your thing. Looks pretty flat.
Stalker 2 Lightning 2 all out. Clear left.
2 lifting.
3 clear left. Alright. Well, that'll just about do it, gentlemen. Start pushing. Start moving west, gentlemen.
2 returning to base.
Lightning Viking 1.
Send for Lightning.
Lightning Viking 1, I've taken high altitude orbit and I'm setting up east of that Y junction. I'm having a look.
Viking 1, Lightning 2, interrogative.
Go for Lightning.
Viking 1, do you have any updates on your ISR maneuvers? Over.
At this time, negative. I'm eyeballing the town through binoculars, naked eye, and I'm not even seeing any vehicle traffic at all. So if they do have this target vehicle, it's probably still stationary around the police station. I can see the police station from here. I got the whole town. I got smoke coming from certain spots, but I don't see any vehicle traffic at this time.
Lightning 2 copies all. Out.
Lightning Viking.
Send for Lightning.
I see the police station, the gear warehouse, a very large warehouse. I see a 3-vehicle convoy parked in front of it. I've got a large tan-colored truck in the center vehicle. Looks like the front and back vehicles are either Humvees or some kind of pickup trucks or some such. Lightning Viking message.
Wait one.
Lightning, this is Viking 2.
Wait one.
Viking 2, this is 1 on 50.1. As soon as you get in the AO, let me know. I'm down to 60% fuel.
Copy, we just entered the AO. We were calling into Lightning.
Yeah, they're having a little fight, shootout there with a patrol right now.
Yeah, they were coming in a little rough as well.
Yeah, they're in those mountains. Let me know which. I'm gonna let you know what I saw. The main police building has a 3-vehicle convoy parked in front of it at this time. They're static. The main truck is a military brown covered truck, and there's a couple smaller vehicles with it, like UAZs with guns, I think. But I haven't seen this blue truck they're talking about yet.
Those, I'll circle them in red and put danger areas on them.
One, I was hearing Odin calling in about those man pads, but I did not hear the position, and I couldn't hear what channel he was calling on. Do you know?
I think he was on 6-2. Odin, say again. There we go. Lightning Viking 1.
Send for lightning.
Yeah, Lightning Viking 1. Those vehicles are still static. Confirmed the main truck is a military brown covered truck like a KAMAZ. It's being escorted by 2 apparently armed UAZs. They're still static in front of the warehouse.
Taking your last, did you say APCs? Over.
Negative. UAZs. Uniform Alpha Zulu.
Thunder Silent Advisor.
Two, this is one. I think I got eyes on you. You hovering in place over that mountain?
Odin 7, Thunder. 5-0.
Hello.
Am I clear to take off?
Roger. Runway's open for now. I can get in the air. High altitude scanning. Probably get some more eyes as well.
Roger that. Thunder out. So basis is Thunder starting up for departure. Taxiing south to taxiway Bravo 3.
Did you ever get an answer back about those manpads?
I did not. I have been orbiting around that town, and I haven't gotten shot at yet, although I've maintained about 2,000 AGL the whole time.
I'm not sure if it's the right town, but I've been looking at the town 1.5 clicks away at 240 in IR, and I didn't see any contacts whatsoever.
Might be that town to the south.
Okay, maybe I was thinking maybe I needed to be a little more south.
Well, I've been doing orbits around the AO and kind of doing some lazy circles over the town and just looking out the side, and I'm keeping my eyes on those trucks. That police warehouse is immediately west-northwest of the mosque. It's the only other big building in the town. So let me head back for gas, and why don't you take over orbit and check in with Lightning.
Sounds good.
Lightning, Viking 1 heading back for gas. Viking 2 is on station.
So basis is Thunder holding short on taxiway Bravo 3, departing on runway 36 to the departure to the north.
CJ, he's reaching for you on 6-2.
Thanks for letting me know. I couldn't hear that. Lightning, this is Viking 2. Radio check 6-2.
Where I get some altitude there in the mountains.
Did you hear my radio check on 621?
Yeah, I heard you.
Radio check 6-2.
Link with Charlie 6-2.
Copy, we're holding at IP Alpha currently, but we're standing by for tasking.
Viking Lightning 2 message.
Go for Viking 2.
Base Thunder exiting friendly airspace to the north, transition 6-2, so long.
Lightning 2, you're coming in really bad, so we're gonna move toward you and try and recopy that. Lightning 2, can you say in your last?
Viking 2 inbound for landing from the north for refuel.
Copy you now. Orbit around KZN, provide security for forces. Copy, we'll seek to verify whether or not there are unarmed contacts moving toward the village.
Lightning 2, this is Thunder on station.
Viking 2, direct position departure to the north back to the AO.
This is Thunder starting on 262. Lightning 2, this is Thunder.
Send for Lightning 2.
I'm picking up a lot of radar contacts down in the town. I'm currently looking for where those contacts are.
We have SAM sites in the town of Banaz, as well as SAM sites in the town of Farhana, so be advised with that.
Roger that, I can hang high in the sky. Actually, I am flying over the eyes on them right now.
Affirm.
One is back in the AO.
Copy, you're under us.
Lightning 2, Viking 1's back in the AO, full gas.
Lightning 2, is this Thunder?
Send for Lightning 2.
Request Type 3 authorization on those SAM sites so they don't have a threat to stalker flight.
Wait 1. Thunder, this is Lightning 2. Message, over.
Send Lightning 2.
Thunder, be advised, you are cleared to neutralize those AA threats in the town of Banad, the site, targeting methods, attempt to lower the amount of structural damage to that area, over.
Roger that, I can do precise strikes on those sites.
Copy, you're cleared hot. Out.
Lightning, this is Viking 2.
Send for Lightning 2.
Currently have eyes out on the town. I did locate a series of 4 or 5 unarmed contacts moving around northeast of the town, kind of moving into the trees. They appear to be unarmed. I also have eyes on that convoy in front of the police station that was mentioned earlier.
Viking 2, this is Lightning 2, I copy your last. If you could try to find eyes on a convoy composed of, in this order, an armed UAZ, a brown military truck, and another armed UAZ. If you could attempt to get eyes on that inside the city, that'd be preferred. How copy, over.
Is this convoy expected to be a stationary? I read back that it was a UAZ, a brown military truck, and a UAZ in that sequence.
Affirm, it is believed to be moving at this time. Or preparing to move.
Copy, we'll search for the moving convoy.
Thunder rifle.
Splash.
Lightning, looks like the A threat in the town of Farhana is neutralized. Looking for other ones.
Nice job, Thunder.
Thank you.
2, this is 1. I'm going to do another orbit around the town at about 2,000 feet.
Got it. I'm still looking for that convoy. I see a similar convoy that's just sitting, but I think that's the stationary convoy, and it's got a technical in front instead of a UAZ, so I'm searching for that other group.
Well, that's the only group that I know of, because I'm naked eye on the town now, and that's the only group of vehicles I see, and of course that's the logical location where they would be located.
Right, and that's what I was thinking too, but they told me UAZ, brown truck, UAZ, and I thought maybe I was looking in thermal and maybe the engine was off and that was the problem, but I haven't found anything.
Oh, no, it looks like the lead vehicle might be an off-road or a pickup. I can't tell from this high up.
Yeah, it's a pickup. It's not a UAZ.
Is it armed?
All air call
Yeah, that's why I
signs
said
are
technical.
all air call signs. The convoy is moving.
Copy, convoy moving.
Thunder, rifle.
The convoy I'm looking at is not
Rifle
moving.
on what?
The AA contact.
Copy all.
In fact, the AI just got out of the convoy that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing.
On that maypad.
Negative, you are. I just thought I didn't realize if you were releasing that to the convoy, if you were releasing it somewhere else. You didn't advise.
Just lightning. Shack. Maypad's down.
Nice work.
It looks like another technical just spawned in front of that convoy, and that technical is on the move.
Zeus, the god of thunder, appears.
Is it okay if I put my laser on it? Can you see that?
No, because I'm naked eye. I'm naked eye.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. It's not nighttime.
Lightning Viking 1, I've got eyes on convoy. I've got a blue truck with a white roof. Blue truck with a white roof. It is moving at this time.
Yeah, so the technical went way ahead. The truck just disappeared, and I don't know.
Yeah, Justin's doing his thing.
Viking 1, Lightning 2, message.
Go for Viking.
Be advised, color of convoy truck should be brown, not blue.
Understood. I saw both for a second. I've got... Alright, eyes on. Brown truck. It's leaving town. It's on the main road out of town. Lead vehicle is about 600 meters in front of it. Trail vehicle is closing up about 200 meters behind.
Viking 1, Lightning 2, and we need... Okay, disregard my last.
Looks like you guys are engaging it.
Copy. If you want to move into an attack pattern in case we need to utilize you, that'd be excellent. Over.
Roger that.
Wasn't that you engaging it?
No, that was the guys on the ground. They're on the hilltop up there.
Thunder Stalker flight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys don't have to worry about any more missiles coming at you.
Appreciate it. That main truck is starting to catch fire. That's not good.
Anytime.
Say again your last unit transmitting.
Just yakking on 50.1.
Copy all.
CJ, check thermals on that big truck. How hot does it look? Because it looks like it might be one to catch fire.
That's exactly how it's looking. It's looking pretty white on the engine and it's smoking, so.
I've just got a small trail of smoke. I'm just worried it'll go off with all that ammunition in the back.
Yeah, it looks whiter than it did a minute ago, but it's hard to tell. Out of curiosity, none of our units are equipped with fire extinguishers, right?
I don't think so.
Looks like it actually might be cooling down a little bit.
Plenty if I can one. Getting some random fire here, maybe from that town where the AA was. Yep, I am. Plenty if I can one. I'm getting directed fire from the town north. Shit.
Stalker 1, Lightning 2.
I'm hit.
Viking 1, Lightning 2, message.
I'm awake, stand by. Getting hit. CJ, I just flew over the town with the AA threat. There's an active technical trying to kill me.
Which town there were two?
The one north of the target. I just woke up. It knocked me out. I thought I was going to crash. I'm going to try to deal with it, but I got a damaged aircraft here.
Yeah, there's two technicals in the town. Good hit.
Alright, Stalker 1 is RTB for repair. Lightning, this is Viking 1. Be advised I'm damaged by technical. I'm RTB for repair and medical.
Stalker, Lightning 2, message.
Go for Stalker.
Be advised, friendlies are at position at 60 grid 032060. They are moving down to the convoy at grid 031058. There's a purple panel marking the combat controller's position at this time. Over.
Copy. Friendly 032060. Moving to convoy at 031058. Marked with purple panel for CCT. We're currently up in Vinaz engaging the technical threat.
Lightning 2, copies all.
I'm rerouting to Dillshed.
Great hit. Attacking was down. Alright, I'll take it. What shape is this bird in? Oh. Alright, let's see if we can get it home.
All call signs, Lightning 2 off station, 2 mics.
Odin to Viking on 1 speed 5. I got 2 times technicals moving in from the north of Benaz. It might be an initial enemy QRF. Could possibly be more enemies coming from the north of Benaz to reinforce the positions.
Copy, Viking 2 moving into Benaz to engage the technical threat.
Viking 1 inbound South Tower for emergency landing. Viking 1, present position departure, direct to the north. once back in the Yayo. Shooting me. That's what I thought.
The Viking 2 landing 2 message.
Go for Viking 2.
Be advised, friendly forces are currently moving north from previous position at the various fire support positions marked on map. Over.
Copy. Friendlies on the move north from previous position.
Lightning 2, Viking 1's back in the Yayo.
Lightning 2 copies. Did you copy previous transmission?
That's an affirm.
Lightning 2 copies all. Out.
Lightning, this is Viking 2. We're going to leave the airspace for fuel.
Lightning 2 copies all.
Lightning, Viking, interrogative. You guys on foot?
Affirm. On foot.
Lightning, Viking, interrogative. Are we still looking for a blue truck?
Negative. Be advised that previous convoy has been neutralized. We are currently looking for the town of Benaz to secure any intel and prevent QRF. Over.
Roger that. Understood.
This is Odin 7, interrogative. What was that about a blue truck?
Oh, this is Viking 1. I didn't know if the blue truck was still the mission at this time. I've got eyes on a blue Kamaz in the western portion of the target town.
Roger, I have eyes on it now with the UAV. There looks like quite a few crates behind it. This might have been what ANA was communicating earlier. This might have been a truck that escaped in the middle of the firefight with a bunch of equipment. Might be why there was confusion with the truck color. I might have had it. Yeah, this looks like to be a second truck.
I've got eyes on a lot of personnel around it. Odin, Viking on 6-2. By the way, that truck is parked next to the same building where the UAV that almost shot me down is. Or the UAV, the technical. Viking 1 is hit. Looks like I'm going to try to get out of here.
Viking 1, Thunder.
Go for Thunder.
What'd you get hit by?
I just got smacked right in the tail, and I think I lost tail rotor, and I didn't hear anything on the warning system, so it might have been a lucky RPG, but I don't know, this high.
Roger that. I'm gonna scan your area.
It could have been a radar-guided missile, because if it was infrared, I would have gotten a warning.
Roger that.
Lightning Viking 1, I got a tail strike from some kind of a missile. I've lost tail rotor. I'm RTV.
Lightning 2 copies off. Thunder, Lightning 2 message.
Send for Thunder.
Thunder, can you attempt to locate any sort of surface air, any further surface air missile sites in the area? Over.
Way ahead of you, Lightning. Thunder out.
Copy all.
2, this is 1.
Go for 2.
Yeah, 2, this is 1. I took a missile in my tail rotor, so I'm heading back to fix it, and I did not get a warning, so it could have been radar guided.
Where about were you shot?
Near that target town that they're moving into now, but I was in the air about 2,000 feet off the deck, just south of that town. My guess is that's where the missile came from.
Be advised, Odin is advised.
I missed that last part about where it came from.
Moving into the hills to the northwest of the town of Banaz. Can you attempt to get eyes and light those up, or if you need me to control you directly, I can do so as well. Over.
Roger that.
You heard that?
I heard something about west of Banaz.
Yeah, northwest of the town, they're starting to get new thermal contact, so it looks like it's going to heat up. Also, a second truck, in fact, a blue truck, was seen in the town with a bunch of gearboxes next to it and a lot of people.
I I didn't hear some of that. I heard northwest of Benaz, and there's another blue truck, and I guess that's the target?
Well, no, there's a second blue truck in the town, or a blue truck, with a bunch of cargo behind it, so that may have been the truck the Afghans were talking about. But northwest of that town in the hills are new targets appearing.
Got it, northwest of town in the hills.
Yeah, I'm 5 clicks from the airport.
Copy.
Lightning to Thunder. Interrogative. The markers on Blue Force, are they accurate? I mean, Blue Force tracker, are they accurate? Roger, cause I got thermals. I got nothing on thermals to the northwest of Benaz.
Be advised, Odin's updating those markers now.
Roger that.
Current markers are accurate.
This is Viking 1 approaching south base from the immediate west emergency landing.
Lightning, I have eyes on those targets. Am I cleared hot? Roger that. Thunder's inbound with guns. Thunder, gun.
Viking 1 departing present position, departure from the field to the north. What's your altitude?
About 200 MSL.
Roger that, I got you visual. I'm going to form up with you for a minute.
Lightning, Waiting to, looks like, waiting to, looks like those targets are dead.
All call signs be advised. Looks like Light 2 got kicked off T-FAR, so he may not have comms.
Are we still cleared hot on those guys that are on the hills?
Let's just say yes.
Because I'm seeing some stragglers.
Thunder Viking, what kind of targets are you seeing up in the hills? Is it all infantry?
Hey, firm.
Alright, so you got a couple of gunships that are hungry for some action. If you think there's any more that you can't get to, we'll definitely sweep up the rest.
Yeah, this is, they're like too scattered for, they're like pretty, like, there's like a few stragglers left. You can sweep them up for me.
Roger that. You hear that too?
I did not actually hear that.
I was talking to Thunder and about all those targets northwest of the town, and he said it's all infantry, but it's too scattered for him. But it's we can definitely deal with it.
Yes, we can.
Okay, from us it's 300 heading about 3 clicks.
Do you guys want me to laze? I can laze those targets for you.
You could, but I'm naked eye, and I don't know if I'll see it. CJ might be able to see it.
I could, but I have flare anyways. Unfortunately, yeah, that I don't know how much it will help.
I'm going in. I see our friendlies moving into the town.
To Stalker element, be advised there's emergency medevac being called. I'll see if I can get details from them. CCT disconnected, he lost his connection, so I'll just kind of direct it from here.
Roger that. I'm overflying. It is scattered. I don't see anything.
There was like 1 or 2 guys left over from my gun run.
Currently, all I see are friendlies.
In the town?
So far, that's all I've located on IR.
I'm hearing a lot of small arms in there. I'm gonna do a low pass. looks like ANA is in the west end of the town in force.
That's all I have visual on is them going in and out of buildings.
I'm getting pot shots though. All air elements, this is Viking 1, be advised, Oracle is orbiting the town at very low altitude, so use visual separation, keep your eyes out.
Copy, thanks for heads up.
It is a big-ass Reaper drone.
Not sure who's controlling that right now.
It's probably on auto, because it looks like it's just doing a circle.
Kind of looking for whatever hit you on last time.
Could be just a dude with an AK behind a tree. What's your altitude?
$1,400 meters MSL.
Gotcha.
Or feet, sorry.
do not see her. That's because they be moving.
We dropped altitude to moving on some targets.
Oh, so you're moving now. I thought you were static and I thought I was losing my mind.
We were when I called it in.
Gotcha.
Visual on you as well.
Nice shot.
Always good when you leave a smoking technical.
That's their QRF.
I have a visual on green smoke. Do you know what that's about?
Probably casualty. Let me go see.
They talked about a medevac LZ earlier, but I haven't heard any calls from them since.
Well, Swanson's off, so they got no way to contact us.
They're popping another green smoke.
I'm on the deck here. I guess one of them will come up and tell me what's going on.
We were taking some shots, so we're going to turn around and cover you.
Hey, what's up?
Boats of air elements, be advised northeast of town on those red diamonds.
What's going on? We saw green smoke.
Being suppressed right now.
Green smoke marking friendly pause. We don't have any, the CCT off, disconnected, so we're marking green smoke friendly positions.
Okay, if you want, you can contact us on 6-2 short range and we'll talk to you.
Roger that, 6-2
We
short
cleared
range.
hot on them.
Roger, I'm going to go ahead and authorize since CCT isn't on right now.
I just landed and spoke to one of them and told them they can get on 6-2 short range and talk to us.
Probably see some of the impacts.
CG, is there more bad people?
No, she smoked
We're taking
all.
care of them.
I want some.
Yeah, fuck that guy in the back of your bird. You can get surgery later.
See, I shot a rocket too.
That was fast too.
So we'll pack the air call signs over.
Hey, this is Viking 1. What you need?
Hey, we are on the ground. Just go ahead and reference our pauses of green smoke for friendly locations. We do have the permit of contact in northeast. SOAR took care of the off-road technicals. We are set with good defensive positions to the east. We're holding now, waiting for further orders.
Understood.
Roger that. We're just going to keep overflying your area and keep the bad people away from you.
Are all all friendly positions.
Zone 72, Viking 1, how copy?
Go for Viking. Go for Viking. I got you, Odin.
Odin 790, Viking call sign, so it might come through on 62.
Go for Viking.
Roger, I'm gonna need 1 times Outlaw prep to pick them up to south of town. They're just prepping detonators on what remains of that cache, and they'll be ready for pickup.
Roger that. I'll take that, and Viking 2 can stay on station.
Roger, I'll designate LZ. A&A are currently covering it with their Humvees.
Hey, 2, how about your gas?
We're good. We got 73%.
Roger that. MRTB for Blackhawk. Alright, let's calm down.
Solid copy. Solid copy, move back.
Odin 7, Thunder.
Does Odin send it?
Are the ground elements RTB after doing your debrief after it?
Roger, we'll be doing a quick debrief.
Roger that. Am I clear to RTB?
Roger, you're clear to go on station.
Roger that. Thunder coming off station.
Viking 1, 3 clicks to the northwest of Southfield, coming in for full stop landing 1-8. Viking 1 at short final 1-8. Vikings, clear the active.
This is Thunder entering friendly airspace from the north on final approach on runway 18. Thunder touchdown, Aurora 18, gonna be taxiing on Bravo 2 to hangar and shut off.
Like, do you shut down? Ooh.
Thunder shutting down.
Outlaw 1 spooling up, going to be doing a direct departure to the north.
We copy visual on blue smoke, but I don't know if Outlaw is out yet. Bring it on.
Two, this is 1.
Go for 2.
Yeah, I'm in my Blackhawk. I've just departed. I'm about 13 clicks from the town. ETA, I don't know, 3 minutes.
Yeah, we see no hostiles. We're gonna continue to patrol.
Yeah, they already
until
deployed a
all
blue
red wings
smoke
are
for
up.
you, so.
Are they in that, near that T junction or east of it or what? Ugh.
No, they're basically halfway between that junction and Benaz. On the road. They've deployed purple via 17 panels, so it should be visible to you.
Okay, cool. Is that spot in the town?
No, it's on the road halfway between that junction and Benaz.
Okay. I got it. They got a marked LZ. If you have contact with him, tell him that I'm about 90 seconds out from that LZ.
Ground team, your pickup, Outlaw 1 is inbound, ETA 90 seconds.
Landing 2 copies, 90 seconds.
Lightning, you should have visual on me to your south.
Lightning 2 copies. Tally. Advised and ready to pop smoke.
Go ahead and pop.
Pin pulled.
Tally, purple smoke.
A firm purple.
Patterson, that was quite eye-opening for me to turn around and there's a bird 10 feet away from me.
Yeah, did you, were you able to count the treads in the tires?
I believe we're all in.
All in.
Copy, all in.
I'm sorry about that, Patterson. I did not realize what was happening until it was almost too late, so...
That's Arma.
I have such bad depth perception and just in general, and I was like, oh, I got a good 100 meters before he starts pushing it. And then all of a sudden, as I start running up, you're like on me. I was like, oh, okay, that was a little worrying, but that was cool.
Well, it's coming down hills, and those trees are like 120 feet high.
Yeah.
Good job, boy. Good job.
That was a good time.
One is RTB, ETA 200 seconds.
How visible are those panels for you, Patterson?
The smoke I saw from way off in the panels, I kind of made out from about a click out.
Gotcha.
Hey, really quick, anyone see the horse?
No.
Oh yeah, why'd they have that part of the I was like, that was so out of the ordinary. I guess maybe that can be our presence for this operation.
Apparently we had a guy on a horse riding towards us from the south.
What?
What is this, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain?
Fuck, I wanted a...
That's correct.
Gotten a horse.
We're up on as well.
Not even a pretty good war trophy,
True
huh?
CIA extract point. Oh, now I'll fucking get that horse out. I don't give a shit. I already got an ass, bow, and fucking pistol.
You're going home a lot of war trophies there, aren't you?
We're gonna need the additional Leclerc to swap out all of our Humvees with horses.
Yeah, I'll take bad ideas for 500, Alex.
apparently people thought Skynet was a bad idea. So.
Does your guys' major get on that much?
Yeah. He's on quite a bit. They rotate off and on every couple of weeks.
Don't worry, I will use CIA funding to get us horses. Top priority.
I'd say we fucking memed those guys pretty good. Hey Patterson.
Yep.
Can you advise CJ and whoever her co-pilot is that she's cleared to come back to base?
Yeah, they're heading home.
Copy. I didn't know if they were waiting for me to tell them or something.
Viking 1 is 3 clicks out from the base from the northwest, full stop 18. Viking 1 base to final 1-8.
P-Quad 1.
Through the active. I'm going to stop and get gas for a quick second, then we're going to park it.
Fucking drifting and refueling, I like it.
Yeah, they just threw all the shit in the fucking Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Fucking real ass.
They just fucking chucked the miniguns in there. Like, take this, go.
Yeah.
This is Viking 2 on right base to final
I mean, it
for
kind of works
runway
for
18
fucking normal
South
vehicles,
Richmond.
not so much helicopters.
3 clicks.
So we'd fucking do to the tanks, we'd basically be just chucking rounds and ammo at them. Two guys refueling while two guys are loading.
Okie doke.
Beautiful.
Alright, boys, we got some freaking